This is the History of New Zealand podcast on the Eat to My Own Beat podcast network. Welcome back. This is episode number 6 of the History of New Zealand podcast. Today's episode is called the Treaty of Waitangi. In 1839, the New Zealand Company announced plans to buy large tracts of land to establish colonies in New Zealand, and the increased commercial interests of merchants in Sydney and London spurred the British government to take stronger action. The government sent Captain William Hobson to New Zealand to be Lieutenant Governor. In reaction to New Zealand's company moves on the 15th of June 1839, the issues of new patent expanded territory of New South Wales to include all of New Zealand. Governor of New South Wales, George Gipps, was appointed governor over New Zealand. On the 6th of February 1840, Hobson and 40 Maori chiefs signed the Treaty of Waitangi at Waitangi in the Bay of Islands. The British subsequently took copies of the treaty around the islands of New Zealand for signatures by other chiefs. A significant number refused to sign or were not asked, but in total, more than 500 Maori eventually signed. 2 versions of the treaty were signed, one in English and the other in Maori. Meaning of each version is not the same, which has led to various interpretations. Since 1940, the issues relating to the treaty have played increasingly active social and governmental role in New Zealand. Britain was motivated by the desire to forestall the New Zealand Company and other European powers, France, which established a very small settlement in Akora in the southern island later in 1840, to facilitate settlement by British subjects, and possibly to end the lawlessness of European, predominantly British and American whalers, sealers, and traders. Officials and missionaries had their own positions and reputations to protect. Maori chiefs were motivated by a desire to protection from foreign powers, from the establishment of a governorship over European settlers and traders in New Zealand, and for allowing wider European settlement that would increase the trade and prosperity for the Maori. Governor Hobson died on the 10th of September, 1842. Robert Fitzroy, the new governor, in office from 1843 to 1845, took some legal steps to recognize Maori custom. However, his successor, George Grey, promoted rapid cultural assimilation and reduction of the land ownership, influence, and rights of the Maori. The practical effect of the treaty was, in the beginning, only gradually felt, especially in the predominantly Maori regions, where the settler government has little or no authority. Thank you for listening to episode 6 of the History of New Zealand podcast. If you like this podcast, please subscribe, join our channel, click that little bell on YouTube, and you'll be notified every time a new episode comes out. And until next time, keep eating your own beat, take the road less traveled, and have a great day. Thank you for listening to the History of New Zealand podcast. We're found on YouTube and anywhere else you could find your normal podcasts. Please like, comment, and subscribe, or find us at www.eattomyownbeat.com.